I just like to let you guys know that I don't think fighting is like a good thing or anything. Like, I'm not like a football player that's like, oh yeah, go to fight and everything. Like, I don't. I didn't think it was a good fight. I definitely thought the kid was out of line and he got what he deserved. It's just the whole situation that's erupting is kind of insane. So this is just my thoughts on that. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Visuals Sugo coming back to you with another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 video today. We did a Destiny video yesterday. Or we did a Destiny video, I guess, today, because the video I'm recording. We didn't have a Destiny video yesterday, and just it was recorded yesterday, put out today. This is recorded, so yeah. Anyways, we're just playing free-for-all because I honestly cannot find a match in any other game type. Like, I was searching Domination, I was searching Ground War, just no games found whatsoever, like, nothing, so I just had to go with what I had to go with. This is my first game on. I actually just came back from work, but yeah, so we just got back from work. Oh my god, it's just full of red gunners. But yeah, we just got back from work, so we're kind of actually tired a little bit. Anyways, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is actually there's an article going on for those of you who might be Canadian viewers on my city's like areas freaking news. There's an article on it, and it's like basically apparently my high school that I go to is the worst school in our city. Apparently we are the worst school in Nanaimo because what happened is like a bullying thing happened, but it's not, I wouldn't call it bullying. There was a fight and the kid lost because he started the fight, lost, and then complained and started saying it was bullying and that it happened like all the time and that it was like day by day it would always happen to him. And it was just honestly a bunch of, like, what happened to the kid? Like, I'm not going to say he deserved it at all, but at the same time, you can't then go say, hey, this is bullying because I started a fight and then lost. Like, he walked, I don't know what happened before, if they had beef or anything before, but he walked up and, like, shoves the kid. The other kid beats him up, so then, like, he shoves the kid and starts the fight and is all verbal about it and everything. So that he loses the fight. Then the other kid, the kid that's in trouble right now, and is what made the title, like the headline and everything, he kicked his head into the ground, sort of. Which, I get that. That's totally uncalled for. Like, that's understandable. That part was understandable. I was like, yeah, there's, like, the kid was already on the ground. The kid tried to, like, get up and then got his head kicked in. That was uncalled for because he wasn't in the fight. Like, he had no reason to do that. The kid was already beat. Oh my god, my shot is so off! I'm just getting hit markers after hit marker after hit marker. Getting back to my story, but yeah, like, it was totally uncalled for. Understand completely why that happened. Why he got like, suspended from school, and, like, that was uncalled for. But there's a video, and the only part of the video you can actually see is, him getting his head kicked in. Like, his head getting kicked on the ground, and it's like, you know, 10 seconds or something, but that's like the only part of it that you can actually see, and that's kind of what pissed me off, because the kid used that, since that's the only part that you can see, to basically bring it up and say, I didn't start this just happened in the hallway, like, I was just walking down the hallway, and all of a sudden I was pushed to the ground, and got my head kicked in, told his grandma, told his mom that, like, nobody really knows that he started the fight, and he, like, the news heard about this, the news is involved, and they're all like, oh, this bars, or the school that I go to, Barsby High School, they're all like, oh, worst school in Nanaimo? Like, is this a thing? And it's just, it actually pissed me off because it gives my school such a bad reputation because he starts a fight and loses, and then, you know, the last thing happens. Like, that's uncalled for. That shit's uncalled for. Like, that makes sense. But just, like, to complain and say that it's bullying, it's basically a scrap. They had a fight, and oh my god, what is with these fucking hit markers? I honestly don't know what the fuck's up. You never hit marker this bad. Stop using last stand. So yeah, like, he gave my entire school like a bad name and everything because of it, because now everybody thinks we're the worst school and that, like, we don't protect, and, you know, we just, like, let this happen, and it clearly didn't just happen like that. Like, but since, like, nobody really has proof of it, there's just the video proof of him getting his head, like, kicked in. Everybody's believing him and sympathizing him. And I mean, he got a concussion, hasn't been to school, but he, like, deleted his Instagram and everything because I guess, like, things are starting to come out. Like, witnesses are starting to be like, yeah, he started the fight, like, it's not bullying, he came up and shoved the kid, like, the last part of it uncalled for. We understand like why he got suspended and everything, but the fact that just like some of the things, like all the allegations and everything, like the grandma saying like, oh, our kid's not going to go to this school anymore because it doesn't take care of him and is a really bad school and all this stuff, like the amount of damage that he caused to families and everything because he couldn't like take his mistake, I guess I'll say. Like the amount of like fear that are in families and such because he couldn't take his mistake is insane. Like, and he doesn't deny, like he's not, no, now that the truth's coming out, he's still not even admitting it. He's still just saying, no, I'm the victim. This is like, he's half the victim, but he's still not entirely the victim because he started it and then got beat up. Like at the end, yeah, that makes sense. But the original beat up, no. Like you started it. It was a scrap. That's what happened. Like that's what the school is saying. And they like went all out and they're all, oh, the school is saying this, but we don't believe them, and that this just isn't true. And like the news is going insane about it. Like he in grade 12, the guy that kicked the kid's head in, I won't say his name, but kicked his head in. He's in grade 12 and we went to prom and they used an entire picture of our entire prom class because our school's no longer like allowed to do our prom. Like stuff happened to the last ones and they don't want to be involved in it. That's with all high schools. So it's with our parents, it's a non-school event, so he's allowed to go to the prom because even though he was suspended from school, it's a non-school event. He's allowed to go there. Well, oh, kids still, like, or bullies still allowed to go to prom, or I forget what the headline is, but it's showing our entire grad class and making us all look bad because he came to our prom. Like, one, it's not a school event. Two, you can't use this photo, even if it was posted on Facebook, because you don't have the permission of all the parents and all the students to use the photo in the news. So that was like the first thing. So everybody's freaking out at the news, and the news is like, well, it was posted on Facebook, and we had permission from the photographer, but the photographer sold the pictures to the prom, which means since it's not related to school, they can't touch those pictures without our permission. And they just did it anyways. Like, it's insane. So right now, this is all like up in arms and everything, and we don't really know what's happening with it. It's just absolutely insane. Honestly, that was probably the point I wanted to get across. That's honestly all I ever really talked about. Yeah. So anyways, please be sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, let's try and get 5 likes on this video. Peace.